Good morning, everyone, or good day, or good evening. I don't know. Depends on what time is there in your area. But welcome to a brand new day of streaming with Biela.dev. And today, let's see what I'm going to do today, because I have no idea. I have no plan for today, to be honest. To my complete shame, but I do have some ideas that I kind of want to implement today, but I'll have to see what I have, because I worked again a bit off stream, and let me set everything on my side too, so I can very good. And oops, not that one. Let's see what else I need to set here. So yeah, what I did on the last stream was to wait, what did I do? I don't really remember. Oh yeah, I started working on, if this one would work, I will be able to show. So I made the contact page functional, and it does work. One friend actually suggested that it might be because the project was not linked to the database properly, and it seems that even though my .env file is set properly, when I re-import the project in Biela, I need to basically go in code and connect to database and make it basically relink it to my database. So I had to do that, and after that it worked. So the problem was that when I re-imported the project, it did work, but the problem was that it actually created a new database which had the same name as my project, which is okay. Is okay if you don't have a database in the first place, but if you do, which was my case, that might actually mess you up a bit, let's say. So in my case, that's exactly what happened. I did have the database, and because I had the database, but I did not pay attention to that, it created a new database, and the problem was that the settings that I was trying to make were okay, were good for the database that I was working on, like me separately in Supabase, but not for the database that my project was connected to. So two different databases, same problem. Well, not really same problem, but still. Now I do have this functional contact page where I can enter, let's say, a name, and let's say an email address, and then I don't really care about that, and say test subject, and then let's say test message content, whatever, and then I will just press send. Thank you for your message, we've received your inquiry. And if I'll go down here, admin login, I'll have to remember my credentials because I keep forgetting them. And if I will take a look at contact messages, I do have test subject. The only problem here is that I keep getting two of these messages, two of the same messages. I don't know why, but this one. But there seems to be like and I'm gonna solve this right now. So I'm going to say when I try to enter a contact message from, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. To enter, to insert a message in my contact messages, I think. Contact messages, I think it's the name of the database, the table. Yeah, contact messages. I always get a duplicate with a different UUID, unique ID. And I'm gonna say UID. And I don't want that. Let's make sure contact message from the contact, I think it's called contact page. Yeah, page. Let's make sure that our codes do not insert the same message twice. And I had the same problem for another area of my website called the resource page, where when I was trying to add basically a new content, a new resource, not content, but a new resource, it was adding it once, but then after a while when I was going to the resource page to see the new resource that I added, it was added twice. So I did not like that, and I solved that by adding a new rule for that table where it actually stopped me, or it didn't allow me to have multiple resources with the same name and the same, I think it was description, something like that. So let's see. I'll start by creating the utilities and SUPA-based client files, which are essential for the application to run correctly. Then I'll update the contact page with the submission lock. So let's see. So it created what? Oh, okay, so it updated basically only the utils and the SUPA base files. So now if I'll go into contact, I do have these two. Now if I'll say what? I'll say it doesn't really matter, technical. I'll send the message, and now security policy error, please try again or contact us directly. Right, but now it does not. Now it does not allow me to do this. Why? Well, let's see what the problem really is. Base error. Okay. Oh, come on. Wait. I need to clear that. And I will need to add it again. Let's say Geek Tech. That doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. And then I'll say send message. Office. Why? Oh, come on. It did not. Yeah, doesn't matter. So what? New row level, row violates row level security policy for table contact messages. Why? There is a bit of a bug here. No spot base. Are you kidding me? Wait, are you kidding me? Why? How can that be? Settings? Database? Use existing. What? It's an export base account. I think there is a problem there. Keep code but disable spot base integration. Why? Did they change something? I'm gonna refresh the project. Mainly maybe there is a problem there. I don't know exactly what the problem could be, but it might be something from base, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the only organization that I have. Connection what? Failed to obtain access token from Spotbase. What are you talking about? Right? Are you okay? We do have some challenges. Why do we have... Like, it worked a bit earlier. It did store the message here in my database, but why? Why doesn't it want to do it now? Well, this is awkward and not fun at all. Let's see what the problem is here, though. Requires dialog title for the whatever. Okay. Ah. I can see this failed to load resources, error blocked by client and by ad blocker. But this should not happen, to be honest. This is not okay. I will let the team know about this. Mainly because, well, network, let's see, do we have anything here? We do not. I'm gonna clear the console and I'm going to refresh the page, and then still nothing in the the network tab. Analytics TikTok, okay. Dang, that's a lot of things. Okay, so why or how can I solve this kind of problem? Setting up swap-based project. Okay, there we go. Now it worked. Why? Wait, don't tell me that you just created another. Oh, of course you did. Why not? Project is coming up. Oh, come on, man. I'm going to delete this project because I don't need it. Project settings. But, oh, come on. I don't want this project. I was exploring it. It was right. Yeah, okay. And I need to copy this. Yeah, delete it. Failed to delete project is not ready to deletion. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Open swap base dashboard. Disconnect project. Yeah, disconnect project. Yeah. Yes, this one. And then maybe it will delete my .env file. And I hope it's not going to delete more than that. What is going on here? Contact page. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think it's going to basically go through every single page where I have some importing or working with the database. Yeah, it's gonna do that. Dang. Yeah, I need to talk with the team and wait and explain that this is not a good idea. Oh yeah, it does comment the okay, right, perfect. So it doesn't remove the code, it just comments it, which is very good. But I still need to talk with the team and explain why this is not a good idea. Well, it's not a bad idea though to only comment the code instead of completely removing it, but yeah. So I do have this project that I like and that I want to use and that I worked on, and well, I do have to wait for this to do its thing. And meanwhile, we'll see the connect database is disabled right now, so I'll have to wait, which I don't really like, honestly. Like, instead of commenting that, or instead of just, yeah, instead of commenting the whole content there, or the whole code that works with my database, I should be able to have like a fourth option that will say something like, yeah, well, I will reconnect, or I will connect to another database. So that would be that would be easier this way. I have successfully disconnected the Supabase integration. Good for you. What do you want? Prize? Okay, so code, connect to database, create, use existing database, come on, no schedule, there we go, this one. And okay, there is a link to this database, and then analyze my project and discuss integration. Yeah, well, let's do that. And is my, yeah, that's active. Wait, yeah, okay, so that, oops, come on, link to this database. I'm going to select the first one, and then okay, and now I'm going to say, well, now reconnect the Supabase integration. So it has to do pretty much the same, well, or it has to reverse the thing that it just did. Oh, I need to do something with this boom mic, with boom arm, with mic arm, whatever this is called. It keeps squeaking, and it's quite annoying. Even though, yeah, sometimes it's audible on this stream, but sometimes it's not. So it updated the .env file, which is very good, which is the thing that I needed and I wanted it. Right, so for those of you who were not live last week, I actually built a simple game with Biela, and it was quite fun, but at some point it got to a point where I had a bug. Biela kind of recognized the problem, but it was not able to solve it until I gave it this basically the same prompt, and I told it to make another project, and then I told it to be careful with that problem. And when I did that, it worked just fine, but I still had like quite a bit of back and forth with it. And I actually think that this is going to be like the last few updates that I'm going to do to this website, to this project. And after this, I don't know if I'm going to publish it just yet. I'm just gonna leave it for like a couple of days to analyze if there is something that I still need to do. I'm still thinking of that page management system, where I could create new pages or update them or basically remove them or things like that. But I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that, because that requires quite a lot more thinking, because I'm interested to keep the current design, and I still want to make it like as simple as possible for me and for pretty much anyone else who will work on this website again, with me, if there will be anyone else. Let's say that I'm going to find someone else who wants to help to write articles and help me with the website and all that. But if it's going to be like too complex or too difficult to create pages or to update them or things like that, then it's just going to be like a bit of a pain in the ass to do that. And if you're not a technical person, which I am, but not on the web side, then yeah. Also, I'm very interested in, maybe not interested, but I really want to make it to work like as well as possible on all platforms, right? So whether you're watching it or visiting our website on a desktop or on a laptop or on a tablet or on a smartphone, I want the website to look as best as possible. So because of that, I still need to, I need to find a way to use the AI, or to make the AI keep the whole design with the what is it called? There's a term for that. Responsiveness. Right? So I want to keep every element responsive. And that's a bit of a challenge there. I could re-import the project in Biela and just tell it, well, do this for me. But for building a whole CMS, because this is basically what it is, a CMS, right? For like, I think $150. I think that's much how not spent, but what actually I might have spent that much, because this one is the third. I think this one is the third version that I had. First one was about 50 or 70 something dollars. So wait, aren't you? No, you're not. Why aren't you though? There we go, it connected and now it's working. Wait. What was the problem though? Instead of crashing, it will create a mock swap-based client that allows the application to run in a degraded mode, ensuring a stable user experience even without a What are you talking about? Is this still not connected to my spa base? Are you kidding me? It's not. Wait, is it? Something went wrong. Try again. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Why? How aren't you? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna send a message right now to my team. To the team. And tell them right, so I'm gonna do something else. I'm going to start a new project and I will work with Gemini 2.5 Pro or Flash. Well, let's say with Gemini 2.5 Pro. So, I said that I will work, or I will find, well, not find, but I will work on a new project, right? Because in the next video that I will release on YouTube, I will basically build, well, let me scrap that. So in the next video that I will release on YouTube, I think today or tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure, I'm talking about building a startup. And in the first video, the first part of it will be a mini series, and the first video is focused on coming up, well, on finding a niche, first of all, because that's one of the most important things. Finding a niche, finding a pain point for that niche, and then finding a solution, and then building the solution, of course. And I did all that. It will be explained, everything will be explained in that video. But then the second video will basically talk about, well, it will explain how to build that project, that solution that will solve that specific problem. Now, I already have the idea, I already have the project, well, the idea of a project in mind, and I kind of know what the project should do, but Let me just find the AI that was, let me see where it is. Where is that? Where did I put that? Man, I don't really remember where I put that. Because I do have like a lot of prompts in a lot of places. So that is a bit of a challenge to keep everything organized. But I only remember the name of the project, which is a good start, but I don't remember exactly what it was supposed to do. Oops, why is my stream here? There we go. And where is... Right, so I actually think I'm gonna take it from Notion, where I actually write my scripts, because I explained quite well the whole idea. Of this project. But right, so I got a message from one of the team member, and he asked when they said that they actually updated the connectivity, I guess, with the SPA base, and that might be the problem. Anyway, I'm going on Manus.ai and I will ask it. Let's say I have this idea. I'm going to remove this because that's useless. And let's write actually, I'm going to use the chat mode because I don't really care about the agent yet. So I will ask it, I have this idea, but I want to kind of expand on it. Let's expand this project idea. this is a SaaS for freelancers who get vague client messages, and they need a tool that will get the main ideas, the main tasks from those subjects, and will convert them into, actually not tasks, for freelancers, to help them. I keep getting this is a SaaS for freelancers to help them understand what their clients need and want based on the vague messages that they get from their clients. And I'm going to say that I'm thinking that I should have some sort of, well, a simple UI for my clients, right? For the freelancers, and it should be something like, I think, similar to, let's say, ChatGPT or Manus, because I don't want to have too many things all over the place and too many settings and things like that. But I want the let me see. So this is a SaaS for freelancers to help them understand what their clients need and want based on the vague messages that they get from their clients. Right. So I think the app, right? The app should return a list of tasks, well, a short and to the point description of the message, a list of tasks based on that message, and that's that for now, right? Message, because initially I was thinking, and I said this, and yeah, even here, oh come on, even here I have this. It will return the estimated hours and the contract, but a project brief, that's right? This is exactly the main idea of it, right? So the app should use an AI, open AI, let's say API, that turns it into a scoped project brief with a suggested estimated time, and that's pretty much it, right? Estimated time and a list of tasks, let's say, right? A list of us and suggested, let's say another suggested list of tasks, right? Because the AI cannot know the state of your project, and I don't know exactly how, or yeah. So the what I'm thinking is this. Sorry, I just read some messages. What I'm thinking is this: the AI does not know the state of your project, and your clients might have, let's say that they will say, well, I need a register form, but they don't know, the AI cannot know if you already have a login system, right? Or a database or anything like that. So it might suggest, well, connect to the database or to a database and make the register form and make, you know, things like that, right? And then, but you already have a database. You are already connected to a database where you get, where your platform gets the ideas from, the data from, right? But all you need to do is that register form, let's say. And I think that's pretty much it, right? Let's expand this project idea a bit. And what I want to do next, after it will give me some more details about this project, right, is to find the what is it called, the features, the required features for an MVP. Okay, so what it said is the central idea revolves around using, wait, okay, Scope Sniper is a catchy name too. Let's break down this, how this SaaS could be expanded and what features it would entail leveraging the OpenAI API. The central idea revolves around using AI to interpret vague client communications and transform them into actionable project plans. Vague message input, the user, freelancer, pastes or uploads client communications, email, chat logs, meeting notes, voice to text transcripts. AI powered interpretation and brief generation. So there will be basically the AI will do this, NLP. The AI would analyze the text keywords, intent, and sentiment. It would identify potential project goals, desired outcomes, and implied tasks, even from ambiguous phrasing. Tools like ChatGPT, Writer.com, and Fireflies. Writer.com I know, but Fireflies.ai I have no idea what this is, are already being used by freelancers to analyze client communication and flag subtle sign or frustration or disengagement. Right, that's good. Project brief draft. Based on the NLP analysis, the AI would generate a structured project brief. This brief would articulate project objectives, target audience, key deliverables, and potentially even brand tone if applicable. I don't care about brand tone, right? Because this one is actually, this could be expanded a bit more. I was initially thinking only about programmers, but to be honest, this could be used for marketing experts too, or freelancers in that category too. Clarification questions. A crucial feature would be the AI identifying areas of ambiguity, generating specific clarifying questions for the freelancer to ask the client. This proactive approach helps prevent scope creep. Yeah, this one is very, very good actually, and this one would need to be implemented too. Yeah. Estimated hours and task breakdown. The AI would break down the project brief into a suggested list of individual tasks. Effort estimation for each task. The AI would provide an estimated time commitment. This could be based on historical data if the freelancer has used the tool for previous projects. This one can be expanded like a lot. Yeah, this one could be expanded like a lot. If I could implement this in something like Jira or Notion or Asana or other tools like that, then we could create a list of tasks with an estimated time for each, and then a real time required, right? Another column for the time required. So basically when the freelancer would complete a task, it will fill the time required for that task, and then the AI will take the two values and will compare, and then it will learn from that data. So if the same task will come again, then the suggested time will be something like more like the value that the amount of time that it actually required the what is it called, the freelancer, right, to complete that task. That is very, very good. Or I could make something similar to basically Notion or something like that, and that will do, and then I will implement the AI in that. Industry benchmarks. The AI could be trained on general industry data for common freelance tasks. Well, kind of, yeah. I have no idea. Complexity analysis. The AI could assess the complexity of each task based on the brief and assign an appropriate time estimate. This one is not cascade. Wait, what? This one is not bad either, actually. They already have this something similar to this. Train using YouTube video. What? What? Nice, I like that. I have to give it a try. Good, what else? Reasoning for estimates. The tool could explain the rationale behind its time estimates, providing transparency and helping the freelancers justify the cost to the client. That one is very good. And yeah, it seems that Atlassian already has something like that. Yeah, they already have something like that. I wonder how much it costs. They said 20% off, but of what? $32 a month? Wait, is this with a 20% off? Okay. Good. Now, contract generation. Now, this one, I'm not a big fan of this one, mainly because the contract might be different from one country to another. So yeah. But I actually have no idea. I would not implement the contract generation in the MVP. So I'm gonna skip this. I'm more interested to see what features I would actually use for my MVP. So use interface UI, a clean intuitive interface for inputting client messages, reviewing AI outputs and making edits. Editing and refinement. Freelancers should be able to easily edit the AI generated brief, task lists and contract to ensure accuracy and align with their specific workflow and client agreements. Integration with project management tools. See exactly what I just said. Asana, ClickUp, I have no idea what this one is, Notion and Jira. So seamless integration with popular project management software would allow freelancers to export the scoped project and tasks directly. Now this one is very good, but what I said is the fact that, well, I do want yeah, I kind of want this. No, not that one, but this one. I kind of want this to work a bit more closely with the tools, right? Because I want to see how much time, as I said before, I want to see how much time would the freelancer require to actually complete a specific task, even though let's say that the AI said that task A would require, let's say, 2 hours. If the freelancer would complete that task in, let's say, 4 hours, then next time when the same task will come up for this specific freelancer, right, I wouldn't say 2 hours, I would say 4 hours. And if after the second try, the freelancer would complete that task in, let's say, 3 hours, or let's say again 2 hours, then when again the same task will appear again, it will be like let's say an average of his times, right? Maybe because at one point he had to do more for that task, and the second time maybe he had to do way less. Maybe he didn't need to create the same amount of let's say components or pages or things like that, right? So he would require less time, but I would use his actual times to train my AI so it will know later on what times to suggest for that task, right? So we talked about that. Now, client collaboration features. While the core is for the freelancer, consider features that allow for easy sharing of the brief and contract with the client for review and approval. That is very, very useful. Payment integration. Well, I don't do payment integration. I really don't want to do that. I could probably, but I don't really want to do that, at least not for the MVP. I want it to be like as clean as possible. Wait, financial integration in invoice payment platform, standard billing processes once the contract. No, see, this is exactly what I want to avoid, right? I want to avoid that. Learning and improvement. The AI should continuously learn from user feedback, accepted briefs and completed projects. This is exactly what I was talking about, right? The AI should continuously learn from user feedback, accepted briefs and completed projects to improve its accuracy over time. OpenAI usage. The OpenAI API can be used in various aspects, including text generation, briefs, tasks, contract clauses, natural language understanding, and potentially even sentiment analysis. OpenAI's API platform allows for managing access, setting limits, and tracking usage for different projects. And because the whole idea behind it is not that complex, I think OpenAI would be a good option, mainly because I will use one of the cheapest models that it has, right? Monetization strategy: a subscription-based model, SaaS, with different tiers based on usage, features, or number of projects would be suitable. Okay, perfect. Now let's create. Let's think of a list of features required for the MVP. Let's not talk about the payments yet, or the contract generation, right? Because I said that I don't want the contract generation for my MVP, even though it might be useful. But now if I say payments, that's the thing. If I say payments, it will drop both of them. I'm pretty sure about this. Like the monetization strategy and the payment integration. Now the payment integration is going to be for the contract signed, but monetization strategy is for like the freelancers paying for this service. And I'm going to say here let's not think of payment integration, but I want the monetization strategy for this product, for this right now. Okay, let's see what the list of features for this MVP will be. Okay, this is a great next step. Focusing on the minimum viable product, MVP ensures we build the core value first, and a clear monetization strategy is crucial from the outset. Now, let's see exactly. The MVP should focus on the absolute core functionality that delivers the primary value proposition, turning vague client messages into a structured project brief, which is exactly what I want, estimated hours, and a basic contract. But again, I just said... No, I did not. I deleted that. Hey. I'm not interested in the basic contract. In the contract part. Contract feature. So without that. And we'll need user authentication and profile, which is, well, yeah, it makes sense. Then basic sign up and login functionality. So yeah, a simple user profile to manage account settings. That makes sense. Client message and input interface, which it will be something very simple. Something like ChatGPT or Manus or things like that. Then a clear intuitive text area where the users can paste or type their client's vague messages. Yeah, exactly what I just said. A process or generate button to initiate the AI analysis. Then we have AI powered core processing and output display. Now this will have project brief generation. AI processes the input and generates a structured project brief, objective, scope, target audience, and so on. Yeah, I think this one is, yeah, that one is good. Suggested task lists. It breaks down the brief into a list of actionable tasks, which is very good, which is exactly, but this is like a suggestion, not a specific list of tasks, right? Because again, it might be different from one project to another, right? Estimated hours per task, which is good. AI provides a suggested time estimate. Yeah. And consolidate view, a single clear display are showing the generated brief tasks and estimated hours, which is good. Now, the editing and refinement tools. This one is very important, but I think I don't know. I have to be honest, I have no idea how this would be implemented in this. Yeah, well, ability for the user to directly edit and AI generate project brief, which is good. Then ability to add, remove, or modify tasks in the generated list. Now this one, if I can find a way to link this app to something like Jira or Notion or Asana, then the freelancer can update the tasks in those apps, right? The ability to adjust the estimate, the same thing, because these hours will be added in those tools too. Export copy functionality, option to easily copy and the generated project brief and task list with estimates to the clipboard, option to download these outputs as a basic text file or PDF. Now this one is not bad, to be honest. But I would actually, I think that a PDF would be great. Dashboard history basic, a simple list of previously processed client messages, generated projects for easy access. Yes. Revised monetization strategy, no contract feature. Exactly what I asked for. The subscription-based model with tiered pricing still holds strong, as the value proposition of saving time, clarifying scope, and providing clear estimates remains highly valuable to freelancers. Oops, why did I press? And let's go back to Manos. So we have a freemium tier, whatever it's called, optional but recommended for user acquisition, cost free, features very limited usage, example 1 to project generations per month, basic brief and task generation only, limited history. This one is not bad, to be honest. Purpose attracts users to try the core value, demonstrates the power of the tool, and act as a funnel for paid subscriptions. Yes. Starter or freelancer tier, cost low monthly fee, between $7 and $15 a month. I think this one, it pretty much depends on how. Yeah, well, I'll have to do some checks there. Increase number of project generations per month, example 10 to 15, which is very good. Full project brief, task list, and estimated hours generation, very good. Wait, this one basic brief and task generation only. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. Full project brief, I already said that. Access to a reasonable amount of project history, example last 30 days or 20 projects. And I think this one, I would go for last 30 days, mainly because some freelancers might not have that many projects, right? So, or they may not have that many projects in 30 days, right? So target user individual freelancers with a moderate project load who need consistent clarity. And that is the starter. The pro, professional, tier, tier, whatever, mid-range monthly fee, which is between $25 and $40 a month, higher or unlimited project generations per month, all starter features, of course, extended or unlimited project history. I think extended would be great. Priority customer support, potentially early access to new features. Yeah, this one is very useful. I have no idea how to implement this, but yeah. And target user, busy individual freelancers or those managing a high volume of client communication. Now, this one is not freelancer anymore. This one is basically like a small company, which is not a problem in my opinion, but yeah. And then team, agency, higher monthly fee, potentially per user pricing, all pro features, multi-user accounts with shared project history, dedicated support. Yeah, this one would be very helpful. And target users, small agencies or freelance collectives, right? So like a group of multiple freelancers. Key considerations. Yeah, okay, so good. Now we have a thunderstorm warning. What? Now I will say this. I'm quite curious to see how this one will work because I don't think I've ever tried this before. So actually I did. It worked, but I'm quite curious to see if this project will actually work. Now there is one thing that I would add here, and instead of using, but I have to think about this a bit, because instead of using OpenAI API directly in this project, I would actually use NA10. I would actually use NA10 to create I would use N8N. Let me see the list of AI powered core processing. So for project brief generation, yeah, I would definitely use N8N for this one. Suggested task list, yeah, I would use that one too. And after I have the suggested tasks list, I would send it to the estimate hours per task. So I would have multiple agents that would work with each other. One of them would actually be well, actually two of them would actually be these. So I would have like a suggested task list. I would have an agent that would return me that task list, and then that agent will send the data to another agent, to a second agent, and this one will say, well, for this task list, right, generate an estimated hours per task. Then I would get the whole, and also, wait, did I say the brief? Yeah, project brief generation. Now for this one, mainly because I do have multiple tiers of this. Oh, for this, right, for this project, I would actually use N8N and call different APIs. I would have one N8N project that will return me like the short version, right? Like the very brief, like the basic brief, and the task generation, right? Without the estimated hours. Then for the starter, I would have another API that will also for the for NA10 that will return the that will return basically everything here, right? Now for these, yeah, for these I would actually have for this extended or unlimited project history, I think this one will be like the backend that will do this. But for the first two, actually for all of them, I would still use NA10. Now I do have some experience with NA10, and I do have the NA10 project, right? So that will be no problem. This is very interesting actually, and I'm getting excited about this. So I would already have an NA10 API, not an NA10, an OpenAI API, which is very good, but okay, now wait, I already have used this. Wait, this one. Hope Snapper, no, not this one. This one. I'm going to use this as, come on, there we go, as the test message, right? So let's see, but before I'm gonna do that, let me just think about how I'm going to write the prompt for this, right? So, well, I got a message from a delivery company. Yay! Oh, come on. Anyway, let's do this. So let's write the what is it called? The let's write a prompt for Biela.dev to build this. Actually, because I said that I will use NA10 for this, let's make a new workflow, right? And then the first step is going to be trigger manually, why not? And then I will say AI, and then open AI, and then actually no, AI, and then AI agent, and then I'm going to use no. I will need to watch some tutorials because I forgot how to use this, to my complete shame. Now for this one I need OpenAI. I know for a fact that I do need that one, and I do need, I'll have to take a look at OpenAI models pricing, because I know that every single one of these have like a specific amount, like a specific value per token, let's say. And this one is for the 04 mini is $1.1 per million tokens, which is quite a lot. And this one seems to be okay. Or O mini, no. This one is 04 per million tokens. Wait. Mini, what else do we have here? Nano? Do we have any nano? No, we do. GPT 4.1. 4.1 nano. It's 02 per million tokens, which is half of this 4.1 mini. I have no idea what difference is between those. Anyway, so I do have the AI right now when chat message received. Now it requires specific no connected chat trigger nodes. Well, now okay. And man, I really wait. I think yeah, save. I do have some. Oh yeah, there we go. We had the system message. Yeah. That's why I didn't remember. Wait. System message. Yeah. So here I need to write the prompt that will tell the AI to act in a specific way. Now for this, so how would this, let's say you are a GPT assistant or a personal, yeah, a GPT personal assistant, virtual assistant that takes clients' messages. Wait, I need to do this to get this information from here, right? Because I need project brief, structured project brief, right? But there was another place when it said something about sentiment analysis, messages, and transform them into and generate a structured project brief. Now I could say a basic project brief, but let's just keep it like this for now, right? And then let's save, and then let's chat, and then let's say nope, actually yeah, this one. And someone sent the message. and then good. Now, what was I doing? Oh yeah, let's just test the workflow problem in Node. No prompt specified. What do you mean no prompt specified? What do you mean? Wait. But you do have, well, this item is this is an empty item. Oh well. No fields, items exists, but they're empty. No fields, items exists, but they're empty. What? What? I'll have to take a look at this because it's been a while since I've last. Right. I don't need this. I don't need that. I need this. There we go. System, well, okay, human, la la la, and then right, output, website enhancement and content update, client name whatever, project objectives, enhance the website to better communicate the brand story, improves user engagement to call to action visibility, accelerate content creation for upcoming product launch, blog post. And then we have key deliverables about us section, develop a completely narrative that conveys the brand story and emotion, incorporate multimedia elements such as testimonials and possibly a short video, use dynamic design element. So there is like a lot of things that needs to be done. Having okay, just thinking about website project, and we talked about the new about us section. I was looking at some other sites like that one with the really cool parallax scrolling, and it got me thinking we really need to make sure our story comes across, you know, just not just the facts but the feeling of our brand. Maybe we could add some testimonials. There are two, or even a little video, just speedballing here, but I want it to be really impactful and not just a standard bio. Also on the homepage, I'm wondering if we should move the call to action button. It feels a bit lost where it is now. And wait, it did say something about the call to action. Yeah, improve user engagement and call to action visibility. Yeah, there we go. Right, so I will let it here for now, and I will take a 5-minute break or so, something like that. And after that, we will continue with working on this project and then get the API and all that. Okay, so until then, I'll be right back. And I'm back. So, the let's continue reading this, right? So we do have what? We do have the project objective, and we checked those. Now, the deliverables, right? We have a about us section. Now, for the about us section, we have develop a compelling narrative, right? We already read that. Homepage, call to action, experiment with multiple placements, particularly above the fold, above the fold. I didn't read. It feels a bit lost where it is now, and I think it needs to pop more. My cousin, who is really good with design, said it should be above the fold, but I'm not sure what that means exactly. Could we maybe try a few different placements and perhaps a different color? Okay. Ensure the CTA clearly communicates the intended action and stands out aesthetically. Okay, there's different colors and to maximize visual impact. Okay. Blog post, draft preliminary outline for the upcoming blog about the new product launch, deadline for draft, end of the day tomorrow. Focus on capturing key messaging, buzz, and momentum to facilitate quick content development. Right. We have projects. We have the project scope, content creation and revision for about us section, design and layout testing for CTA placement and appearance, and then we have outline preparation for the product launch blog post, and we have a timeline, initial CTA placement and design options, specify date, and yeah, I think this one is quite good. And did I yeah, generate a structured project brief. Right. So, and I think I can still improve this. Instead of just giving it that, do a sentiment analysis. And what else did that say? And then maybe now if there are multiple things, like in this message here, if there are multiple things that are required in one message, right? Like there is one single message with a lot of requests, different requests, then we could actually use something like good. Now set also a priority, right? So for each task we could set a different priority. But this one would also require for my actually this one would be very good if there are multiple if there are multiple tasks. If there is only one task, right, but the client was just rambling about a lot of useless things that don't concern us, then yeah. What could or should node configuration changed? All right, the output data. Do a sentiment analysis, and if there are multiple tasks, try to figure out what would be the most important task. Try to tasks based on the message. Let's say create a, what is it called? Not a top, but sort the tasks by priority. And I'm gonna try this again. And yeah, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to repost message. Okay, so the message says this now. Revamp the About Us section. All right, so we have what? We have project brief, client who doesn't really care, date, sentiment analysis. The overall tone of the message is positive and enthusiastic. The client expresses excitement about the project, shows appreciation for the freelancer's work, or whatever, and discusses ideas openly. There is a proactive approach with a focus on improving, which is very good. Basically, it requires 901 tokens, which is not that much. So we have the sentiment analysis, which is very good and very helpful in my opinion, because me as a what is it called, as a freelancer, right, as someone who does work for others, this one is very useful to basically know. And I'll say this now: we have the tasks and priorities. Revamp the About Us. Objective: enhance the About Us to convey the brand story more emotionally. Incorporate storytelling elements beyond the basic facts. Considering testimonials, possibly include a short, impactful video. Notes: the client wants to the section to feel genuine and compelling, similar to engaging parallax scrolling websites. Adjust call to action. Okay, and it does say experiment with different. Okay, above, especially above the fold. Very good. Summary: this is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. So the first AI agent is done. What else? What else do we need? Well, do I need any memory for this? I don't think I do. Do I need any tools? I don't think I do either. No, I don't think I do. there are a lot of tools here that I could use, but yeah, I think this one is okay. Now, as I said before, I'm quite curious to see actually the pricing. Wait, Sora? There is Sora? Oh, wait. Sora. I was thinking about Sona. I'm just going to check. Let me see. Login. Oh man, I hate the two-factor authentication. Where is that tool? What did I? Oh. So let me see how much I used and how much I'm gonna have to pay. Oh, not even close. Okay, good, perfect. Now, I'm still curious about. Oh, there we go. Now it works. Now it found out the database. Why? Anyway, I'm gonna close that project. So, in I will actually start by making the, what is it called? Actually, okay. So let's start with this. For this AI tool, I will start with, let's write a prompt for Biela.dev to start working on this MVP, but let's start by focusing on the what is it called, on the UI UX first, and just make the required pages for this project, like without, because I am not interested right now to make the what are they called, like the features themselves, right? To have the API calling for the OpenAI or things like that. But I will use OpenAI for this case. I could use Anthropic or Gemini. I don't know if they are better in this case because it's not a very complex task. So they might not require that much, or they might not require a specific AI tool, a specific LLM, right? So because of that, I will just, well, kind of go with the default one, let's say. So why is Manus taking so long to think about this? It does take way too much time for some reason. What? Manus command. What? Is Manus dead? Should I use ChatGPT for this? I think I should. Manus, you disappoint me, man. ChatGPT, new, and then okay. And let's put everything between quotes and say I have this MVP idea, and I'll say down here, let's write a prompt for Biela.dev to, actually I'm going to copy this. And let's avoid implementing the AI, the AI API calls for now. Because we will use an 8N for the AI. Now, let's see if ChatGPT can do this better or can do it at all. And it is weird that Manus is still thinking about it. Are you kidding me? It usually worked like very fast compared to, well, all the others, but it seems that right now, what to skip? No backend integration or auth log. What? What? No backend integration or auth logic. Now, why would you skip that? Let's see. Let's rewrite this. Actually, well, I kind of like it. But let's see if we can improve this. I would still like to be able, oh no, wait, no, it doesn't, it does not work. Okay, why? Well, and then this, and then I need to clean up this prompt a bit. Only because it looks like there are a lot of empty spaces. And I still want to it to be like pretty clean. And like will be handled separately by NA10. Yeah, so let's just enhance this prompt. I'm quite curious to see what Gemini will do with this and how it will improve it, if it will improve it at all. And yep, let's see. Oh, it seems that it does understand something. Good. So it does write everything there. Now it moved to hooks, now to the components button. Now, if you've ever had a client who sent you, wait, potential problem detected? With what? Okay. So if you've ever had, like, if you're a freelancer or you have a business or you work with clients directly and you've ever had like a client sending you a vague prompt, a vague message, right, asking you to do something, then you can send me that message either in private or here, and I can use that prompt, that message, to test the AI and see exactly if it does work, and if the result is good enough, is well structured, and things like that. And if it does work, then it means that I did a decent job and the AI that I'm using is good enough. So yeah, I still have to wait, I think a few minutes maybe. I don't think it should take that long, but it's still... Yeah, there we go. It seems that it is done working. And we do have new project. Where do we have new project here? Create a new project brief. Like, yeah, sure, okay. No, not that one, this one. And then wait, I'm actually going to connect to database, and because in this case I really want to create a new spa base, create new super-based database. Yeah, I really want to do this for this project. Because this one is a new project, so I want it to have like its own database where you can store everything there, right? So creating a new super-based database. Please wait. Yeah, well, I'm in no hurry. And these should be stored in the database. I kind of like the idea, the design of it, but I want it to be like with a dark theme, not a light theme. Settings. The design is okay. The settings page is okay. Log out. Yeah, so it doesn't matter what email address or what credentials I use there. One more thing, remember the blog post we're going to do about our new product launch. I think we should probably push that up in the schedule. We're getting a lot of buzz internally and I want to capitalize on that momentum. Could you maybe draft something by the end of day tomorrow? Just a quick outline would be great, and then we can fill in the details. It doesn't have to be perfect, just something to get started. Let me know if that's feasible. Okay, and the response, the AI's response for that was what? Blog post draft for product launch. Okay. Come on, why does it take so long? Like, it did create this. Whew. But okay, let's say generate brief. Okay, so we have project brief, we have task list. Now this I like, and copy all, let's say, or download PDF coming soon. PDF download feature is under development. Me likey. Project, new project, and then, well, this one should come. This one should come with this project title editable, or at least this one, right? Okay. Did you? I'm just gonna check if there is any end of a file. No, there is no end that end of a file. There's no that end of a file. Why? Database connected. You're lying to me. Okay, let's implement the spa-based integration. Still didn't write the end. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm still going to replace that database soon. I'm quite curious to see if this create projects and tasks table was done in my database. It was. Awesome. Because last time when I checked this, I think it was on Saturday. I'm not 100% sure. It was, these migrations were not working. But now it seems that they are, which is very good. There are still some things that are being written, which is very good. Good. I think we need to sign up, and I'm going to use this email address, and then let's say sign up, and then does this work? Wait. Let's implement the register and the login systems. Yeah, systems, I don't care. Mainly because I need, as far as I see, we do have only two. We have the tasks and the projects, which is not bad, but I do need this user table. And yeah, we do have this though. Let me see if I got that this is called that email. And it might be on because I know last time when I did this so I know that last time when I did this there was a problem. Let me see. Yep, I still don't get, for some reason my Outlook doesn't update that often. And it doesn't show me the newest emails for some weird reason, but it does work on my phone, so yes, that's okay. And now okay, if you say so. So the register was done. Now let's see. Login. Yep, that's done too. And then I'm going to use this and generate brief, and then we do have that. And if we take a look at the table editor, we should have some, well, we do have first draft initial research. Hey freelancer, hope you're okay. So yeah, that's working. Yeah, that seems to be working. Now, if I'll go to my settings, I will be able to, well, let's say for the settings page, let's implement the system that will allow me to change my password. Just because I want that to be working, to be functional too, so. Is that working? Wait, is that? Oh, we do have the new project, yay! But we still need a system to change the name of that project. So I'm gonna say update. Well, I do want a confirmation. I do want a confirmation when I try to update my password, and I also need to want it to require the current password too. Now there is one other thing that there are multiple things that I want to do here. One of them is to database. I will also need a user database, not a user database, a user table, because I want to store the name of my freelancer or the company, and what else? So the company and something else. It seems that my brain does not work right now. So the name, settings, and then current password. Let's say I'm gonna enter a random password, and then update password. Yes, change password, and then authentication failed. Your current password is not correct. So Oh. Yep, change it. Yep. Now it worked. Good. Perfect. Now what? If I will delete my account, what will happen with my data from the database, from all the tables? Is that going to be deleted too or not? Well, it seems like it's not deleted. Okay, so sign up, let's say and then when, let's say for the register page, when I press sign up, I want to, if the process was successful, I want to show a notification. Actually, when I press sign up, I want to show a notification with success or error based on the situation. Now this one should be okay, and I should get again another mail. I'm going to take ChatGPT here, and then let's say, well, let's see. Well, I'm not going to delete my account again, mainly because I don't really want to. Wait. There we go. And that's good. Now, let's say for the just a sec. So what do I just a sec, sorry about that. I'm just gonna have to take some pictures of something, some screenshots. Now, I want the whole basically platform to have a main page where we present and we talk about. So I will actually ask the AI to do this for me. I want my app, my platform, to have a main page where we introduce the objective, where let's say promote this project, this service, this SaaS, talk about who is it or what it does, and other things like that, with a contact page, separate page about us, about the service, pricing and pricing. There will be a login button that will if the user is not authenticated, or a dashboard button if the user is logged in. So I want it to be like an actual platform where we do have pretty much every information a potential client, right, requires. I don't want it to be straight to the dashboard or straight to the login page. It looks weird. It doesn't feel like. Also, yeah, I said that I wanted to have a dark screen. Now a dark theme. Now I remembered. So I don't want it to be like straight to the dashboard or straight to the login page for a new user, because he does not know what that app does or what the service is or anything like that, right? So I want it like this. And I think this is a good idea, a good starting point. So yeah, let's see what it will do with this, because I'm quite curious to see what design it will pick for this and how the actual page will look like. I'm quite curious to see this. Come on. Me kinda likey. We have about, we have service, price and contact, but we don't have the homepage. Oh yeah, wait, does that work as a homepage? Yeah, it does. The name, the logo works as a homepage. I honestly don't like the design. Of any page. This one looks okay, but it's way too simple. Manus? Yeah, terminate task and refund the credits. Wait, the task? Okay. And now I'm going to copy this, and then let's say I'm gonna go back to well, I'm actually, can I do that here? No, I cannot. let's make a new task, a new task, and then let's say, let's write the content for the homepage based on this app, on this app description. And oh, come on, I did not. I forgot to actually press the chat button. Yeah, well, cancel. Is this done? No, it's not. And I need to do something. Oh, come on. So, I wonder. Good. So let's use this. Use this info for the home screen. This music kind of makes me feel like it's a winter night, and I'm in some sort of a, what is it called, hotel somewhere, in front of a fireplace. front of a chimney. This actually looks way better, to be honest. Now let's do this. I'm going to use again Manus, and I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna come here and say, well, give me this, copy. Now let's write the content for the about, actually services, let's say service page. Again, I forgot. Oh my god. Oh, thank god this is not. Yeah. That's very good. Oh, come on. Now let's update the services page with this information. And I hope it will update the design too, because that does not look good. Service. This is better. I'm going to remove the about page, remove the about page, and for the right, so and wait, now let actually I can't do this, not here at least. Let's say new task, well, not new task, but let's say now based on this, let's write the content for the pricing page, right? Because I want this I want this to be like as, let's say, as accurate as possible, right? Based with the information that the AI gave us in the first place. And I'm going to copy that. I'm going to come this, and for the pricing page, I want you to use this data. So I wonder if the pricing page will actually be redesigned in this case, or if I'll have to specifically ask for it. Marketing header. Well, our AI is pretty busy right now. Please, whatever. Hope it's okay. like it will finish the task, because sometimes it does like stop in the middle of whatever it's doing at that point, and I think it did stop, sadly. Come on, come on. Just do your thing. I'm really going to fall asleep if this song is not gonna be finished like ASAP. Let's go with this. And it does seem like it got stuck and not finishing this. Please continue. And was I supposed to? Was I able to? No, I was not. No. Oh, because there is no retry button. There's no retry button for that message, but this one does have retry. Weird. Oh, but it seems that now it is working. Update package.json. Why? Why am I updating the avatar? Or the no wait, actually why does it update the about page? I asked it to be removed, not updated. Come on. There we go. Why do I still have the about? Actually, that looks good. I don't want it to be removed anymore. The pricing page looks good too, to be honest. Does look good, but I would still go for like a dark theme. I like it, but let's use a dark theme instead. Pricing. Wait, what did you do? Of course, I'll switch application. to a dark theme. What? Well, yeah, but my website is still. Oh, come on. Right, but my website is still white. Oh, I thought it got stuck again. Come on, why does it take so long? Okay. No, I actually don't like this. I like this kind of a dark color, but this one I don't like. Services. This is okay-ish. Pricing. Yeah, that's okay. About. Yeah, it works here. Contact. I don't know what. No, I don't like it. Let's try again with. Actually, I'm going to use. Let me see. I could use if I could select it. Denial. Well, change. I'm just going to let the team know that that button there, it's not. Right, so I cannot change the LLM because of this. Wait, can I? No, I cannot. Wait, can I make? No. Reset. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. That does not help at all. How can I do this? I could just use a I could just use the ad blocker and select this element and then hide it, but if I can do that, and if I do that, there will still be other people who will have the same problem. So yeah. Yeah, well, let's try. Let's use this, and instead of trying to change the LLM, let's use the same LLM. I mean, let's say, well, I don't like how the dark theme looks on my website, particularly this the elements with this background color. Because let's be honest, that looks weird. It does not go well with a darker background color. So I want something that's a bit more subtle than that. That's too much in your face, so I don't really like that. That's an interesting combination to make. And to be honest, I am a bit surprised because people said that usually Gemini is better for UI UX, and I am using Gemini, but honestly, Claude does a better job than Gemini, to be honest. Can you please move? Thank you. I'm curious to see what other combination of colors picked. It's not better. It really isn't. Well, actually, I've seen worse, but okay, let's change the design for come on the contact page. Contact page is way too simple. Let's see if it will come up with something a bit more interesting. And come on, you can do more than that. You can do way better than that. Now let's come up with a content idea for the contact page, because this that's just sad. And this one looks better actually. There's a bit more content there. Now let's use this content. And we'll also need a dashboard, but I think I'm going to make that a separate project, because I don't want to. I think this project will grow quite a bit more, and I think at some point it will be very difficult for the AI to keep track of everything that will be there, especially when I'll add the what is it called, the dashboard, right? The admin dashboard, not the user's dashboard, or the freelancer dashboard. How? Well, that is better, but now that's better, but let's add the contact form too. Come on, you can do this. Oh my god. How did I get back to this music? Come on. Don't I have like let me see, stream beats. Come on. Way better. That's way better. Contact. Yeah, I like this. I like this way better than what I had before, so yeah. Topsniper.com. Ooh. I wonder if that domain is actually available. It is, but it's not. It's not something that I want. I want that scope sniper.com. I wonder what that actually means. Sniper. Oh, come on. Okay. And yeah, I think that's okay. Let's go to the dashboard. Now for the dashboard, I do have this. I also need, when I press on it, I will have, right, so For the project edit page, project edit page, I want to be able to change the name of the project title, the project, come on, project title, to, and so what could I need to, or what could I change to make it a bit more easier and more interesting for a freelancer? So we do have the tasks and the, well, I'll have to take a look at the hours for the for each task, right? Because some tasks might require only like 30 minutes, other tasks might require like 3.5 hours, right? Let's say. And I'm actually thinking to make the estimation, time estimation in minutes instead of making it in hours. But at the same time, if there is a task that will require like, let's say 3.5 hours, then we can say, well, yeah, but instead of requiring 3.5 hours, I'll say that the freelancer will say that it requires 4 hours. I don't think that's a bad idea, to be honest, but yeah. And for the tasks, I would also like a priority system, right? Perfect. Now for tasks, for the task list, I want a priority system too, and a sort system based on time and dash or priority. Right, so I think that's very useful to have, mainly because I do know that my my tasks, the AI will actually, let me show you. The AI will actually come here and say, well, yeah, but wait, not there. Where is it? Yeah, this one, high priority. It will say, well, this part, the about us section, is very important. That's high priority. Even though, in my opinion, actually this one is medium priority because the client says, let me see. One more thing, remember that blog or whatever. I think we should probably push that up in the schedule. We're getting a lot of buzz internally and I want to capitalize. Could you maybe draft something by the end of tomorrow, of day tomorrow, right? So I actually think that this should be, I think this one should be high priority too. But at the same time, this is, could you maybe, also to be 100% honest, I have no idea if this is for like one single freelancer or like multiple freelancers, because, or a company, mainly because the whole message itself talks about, the client talks about different designs for the website, or his website, and then it comes it comes here and says that blog post we were going to do about our new product launch. So This one is for like PR or marketing or something like that. Definitely not web design. Yeah. What did I ask to the AI to do? Oh yeah, priority system for dashboard and here and then task. Wanna run that by me again, please? Right. But when I select a priority level, my drop down remains empty. Also, I would like a description, a short description for a specific task. Let's solve this first and then we'll go back and do the short description task. A short description for a task. Because that will be useful, to be honest. It seems that this one takes a bit longer. Is it looking for... yeah. Yeah, it's looking for... yeah, for the problem, for what could be the problem. And... well, I'm gonna let it do its thing. I just hope it's not gonna take that much time to do it. Come on, come on, come on. Why does it take so long? So with this project alone, I got to $2,352 and I spent $16. So it's quite good actually. So I was just thinking right now that I do prefer Claude a bit more than, well, a lot more than Gemini, even though Gemini has like, the context is bigger for Gemini, so you can actually ask it to do like more things, it will remember more, right? But when it comes to actual design, in my opinion at least, I think Claude is better. But since I cannot move that, and I actually talked with the team, and they said that will be that this cookie button from down here will be updated in a later version, and that will disappear. And that's a very good thing. I don't know why it wasn't done in the first place. But I know how it is when you build something and you think, well, I'm just gonna do this and probably I'll do it later, or you did not take in consideration the fact that it's covering something else or things like that, and client might need that. It happens. It happens all the time, especially when you don't have like a very specific like what is it called, workflow, I think, or no, not workflow. There is a term for it, but I don't remember it. But I really like this, and while this is doing whatever it's doing, I think I'm gonna come here and say, well, good. Now let's do some actually I'm gonna rename this one for like wait. Before I do that, I'm missing. Yeah, okay. Come on. Let's say free scope sniper, like that. And before I do a brief, a basic project brief, and maybe I'm not gonna do a sentiment analysis, maybe actually I'm gonna keep it like this, right? I'm gonna keep it like this, and then I still want to test this, the same prompt. Where was that? Wait, where was that? I don't remember. Open chat. Oh, there we go. And I will what? Yeah, I'm gonna open a docs.google and let's just pick one. Come on, this year would be nice. No. And copy this whole thing, so I can have like, and nope. None. Well, whatever. What? Well, actually, I don't care about this. I can make it red and I solved that. But let's do this. I'm quite curious to see the difference with that basic project brief versus this one, versus the old one, the more complex, let's say. Don't you? Would you please work? Okay, so let's see what's the result. I'm actually going to remove this. Maybe. I don't know. Overall tone. Wait, let me just compare these two. Come on. And let's hide that, and then I still need to. Is it normal text? Black. How do I have this? Well, I'm still gonna compare these. So, the overall tone of the message. Yeah, I still need to make it wait. I hate this. So the overall tone of the message is enthusiastic and proactive with focus right. So there is not much of a difference there, other than the way the other than the what am I trying to say? Oh my god, brain does not bring today. Revise about, which is basically the exact same thing, which is also a high priority. So this one says incorporate storytelling to convey emotional brand connection beyond just facts. This one says enhance the about us, incorporate storytelling elements. Oh yes, there is a difference. No, there's not much of a difference though, because this one has details and then it comes with this. But this one has the exact same things and make the about us section more compelling and brand centric. Wants the section to feel genuine and compelling, similar to engaging. It's okay, I guess. Adjust call to action, button placement and design, homepage call to action, placement and design, the exact same thing. I could tell the AI to make this one a bit more complex, a bit more detailed. But I guess this one is just fine. This one is just fine. Confirm understanding of the tasks, which is very important because this one should be confirmed by the client who sent this message from here, right? And begin with the about us section, right? And then draft the quick outline for the blog post. Yeah, I think that's okay. And are you done? Are you done? I honestly have no idea if this one is done or not. Also, oh yeah, this one. I was about to say that I forgot what I selected, what I asked for. Still doesn't work. You had one job. One job. Come on. Add task. Such a beautiful name for a task. And save changes, I guess. But does this, wait, tasks, do they have like, yeah, they do have priority. Awesome. But why isn't the priority visible for my drop downs. That is a very important question. Even though there is a priority set, right? Because I just checked it here in my database, and there is a priority set there, but it's not visible. Why? Come on. It does take quite a while. But at the same time, there are a lot of things to check behind the scenes, because you'd say that, well, yeah, but it's not that hard to make the text appear. Well, it pretty much depends, because there could be like, well, a lot of reasons for that text to not appear there. Now, I don't know about React because this one is using React, but I know about other programming languages and not platforms. Well, let's say just programming languages that might have the same issues, or like you would have the same problem. And I did have this identical problem, but with other programming languages, and I needed to check like a lot of things behind the scenes. And there was usually something like one piece of code or one component that was not updating properly, and the solution was really simple, but it was not obvious. Well, it seems that it completed the reasoning, but let's see if it will actually solve it this time. And it also seems that, well, first of all, this one is constantly enabled, which is, I don't know if that's what's supposed to be or how that's supposed to be for Gemini. I don't really work with Gemini that much, but Cloud seems to be faster. I wonder if the other version, not the Pro, the whatever it's called, Mini or whatever, of the Gemini is faster than this one, because this one like it seems to have like less problems overall, but it does take way longer to think through whatever you're asking for. So I don't know. I could have had lunch by now. Okay, yeah, I'm I'm happy to see that message. So it did not solve my problem. Come on. Yeah, usually when the AI is very busy, when the LLM itself is very busy, then you have a 50-50 chance of not getting your um, task completed. Well, I'll give it one more try, like this one. And if this one is not gonna be done, then I'll take a break. Well, by taking a break, I mean... He heard me. It heard me. It heard me talking. It heard me talking. It was like, no, you're not going anywhere. You're staying here. There we go. See, it was not that hard. Perfect. Now let's also add a very short description for each task, so the user will know what that task requires. Let's say the user must be able to yeah, well, so the AI, when the AI will return the list of tasks, first of all, I need to find a way behind the scenes to... Wait. Actually, no, because... Huh? I could return every single thing by... I'm thinking how to return the response from NA10. Like, I could use 2 or 3 API calls, right? Or actually 2 API calls for each message that the freelancer sends to the AI, and one of the... So first API call will be for the brief of the project, right? That will return like a short description or something like that, like what I'm doing right now here, right? The brief. Now there will be a second call, API call, also to the NA10, that will return the tasks, the task list actually, and the estimated amount of time and the priority and a short description, right, for each task. Now the second API call will actually add them the data here. And let's make... Perfect. Let's make the task description expandable, so it can be hidden, right? Because I don't want the description to be like open or visible for all of them at once, for all tasks at once. If I'll have, let's say, 10 tasks seeing, and if let's say that I'll have 2 or 3 lines of, even if I don't have 2 or 3 lines of text for each description, right, there will still be a lot of space that will be covered by only by that. And making them expandable, and then what's the other term? Expandable and expand and whatever. My brain really does not brain today. So if I'll hide the description, then I'll take like, I'll require less space for each task. Which is basically what I want for this platform, for this. Yeah, like that. Perfect. And also when I delete a task, I want a confirmation. Confirmation pop-up. And do I need a status for each task? Or because if I could add that here, and but doing this here will require more things, right? I could just say an import button. An import button would be, or export actually. Well, export to another app like Notion, for example, or Asana or whatever. And then I'll have the state, the status of each task. Perfect. And sort by, and date created, name, hours, priority. Right. And yeah, I think this one, I think this is pretty much for this one, mainly because I'm really hungry. And yeah, next time, which means on Friday when I'll stream again, I will continue working on this app. And yeah, we'll see then what other things I will need to implement for this. Thank you so much for everyone to everyone for watching, and I hope you'll have a beautiful week and a nice day or evening or whatever it is, wherever you are. Until then, bye bye.